Lionel Messi is one of the greatest players to ever grace the beautiful game. But how would he perform as a manager? In recent years, we've seen other great footballers like Frank Lampard, Wayne Rooney, all these sorts of guys, Pep Guardiola going a little bit further back, take on the managerial realm. But how would Leo the GOAT perform? That's what we're going to find out in today's FIFA 21 career mode experiment / challenge. We are going to retire Lionel Messi and make him an unemployed manager with the goal to be winning a domestic trophy. We're going to work our way up from the depths of wherever we end up and see how the career of Messi as a manager unfolds. But if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. On the grind towards 400,000 subscribers, and now less than 10,000 subs away. Here we are, lads, taking over as Messi here in the player career mode, and we are, of course, going to retire Messi and see what clubs offer us a contract. So confirming the retirement with Leo Messi, his time at Barcelona is officially over. So we've got a few offers here. Elche is the first one in La Liga. You got Cadiz, some Spanish ones, Huesca, Zaragoza, Tenerife moving down to the second division, Sporting, Las Palmas, Logrones, so a lot of second division sides here. Malaga. Is it only going to be Spanish sides that we get? Almeria. It's a lot of Spanish teams. It'd be ironic if Barcelona or Real Madrid came in, Oviedo, but we've got some Italian ones here. Bologna, Genoa, Crotone, Benevento, West Brom, Sheffield United, FC Cologne as we move into the Bundesliga. So many clubs wanting Leo Messi to take over, so it looks like we've got between Spain and those countries. Alright, so after a little bit of thought, I have decided to take over Union Berlin in the Bundesliga, trying to make them the top team in Berlin and also trying to win ourselves a Bundesliga title. That's not to say, however, like this isn't just a Union Berlin challenge. We're going to be going from club to club. If I get a job offer, I'm going to try working my way up the footballing pyramid. But here we go, a monumental day in world football as one of the best players, if not the best player of all time, has officially thrown his hat into the managerial ring. Leo Messi, Union Berlin manager. And this is the squad that we have to start life off at Union Berlin with. Definitely a lot of room for improvement here. I think we've got a lot of work to do if we even want to consider ourselves to be not even just a title challenger, but even a top half of the table sort of club. Also, it just feels so wild to me that we've got Messi in these cutscenes. I absolutely love it. As you might have seen, however, just from before, we were in talks to get Thierry Correia into the club, and that is exactly what we're going to do, signing the Portuguese defender from Valencia for £8.8 million. Whilst Christian Gentner is going to miss out on playing under Leo Messi, but he does get the great privilege of playing for the mighty Fulham FC, as Fulham signed him for £1.35 million. Not exactly what Fulham need in real life, though. I'd be disappointed if we made this signing. Florian Hulda also out of the club, off to Besiktas for £1.5 million. Whilst Geraldo Becker is out of the Bundesliga and off to the Brazilian league, signing with Grêmio for a decent £2.3 million. Absolutely cleaning out shop here so that we can get ourselves some more big name signings. Marcus Ingvartsen, the Danish centre forward, headed off to Sampdoria. And there it is, we've made a big addition to the midfield here. Mangala, the Belgian centre midfielder, joining us here from Stuttgart, one of the other clubs that did offer us a contract. We are signing him from Stuttgart for 12 mil. Anthony Uja is headed to Racing Club, though, the Nigerian striker, signing with them for 1.7 mil. And one of the more experienced players in the club, Christopher Tremel, is headed to Wolfsburg for 3.4 mil. Cedric Touchard is headed to SC Braga on a season-long loan. But there we go, lads. That is the opening transfer window of the season done and dusted. Two big signings here under Messi's regime, Correa and Mangala. A lot of players out of it. Let's go take a look at what the team is looking like now. So this is the starting 11. Again, I don't think we're going to complete the challenge in season 1. We've got a pretty mediocre side here. I think more than likely we're going to have to be fighting for relegation. It would be quite embarrassing if Messi lost his first managerial job like one season in. That would be absolutely cooked. Regardless though, let's go see what it's looking like halfway through season 1. Yep. All right, we are in a relegation battle. That could make things a lot more difficult in terms of getting up the Bundesliga, but also getting job offers. I want to get momentum behind the team so that I can get some more exclusive and more, I don't know, enticing job offers to move to bigger clubs to complete the challenge as fast as possible. But we currently sit in the automatic relegation zone on 10 points. So we are going to focus on getting some business done here in the January window. Christopher Lenz is headed to FC Nantes for 3.1 mil, whilst Maxwell Cornet is the man joining us here. We have signed the Ivorian left back from Lyon for £8 million, 75 rated, a nice addition to the back line. Hopefully help us keep a few more clean sheets in the second half of the season. But there we go, lads. That is the transfer window done and dusted. Was trying to get a little bit more business done so that we could get some momentum rolling into the back end of the season. But it is not to be. Only focusing on left backs. Hopefully it's enough to stay up. Get in there, fellas. A much improved second half of the season as we finish 13th in the Bundesliga on 34 points. Stuttgart in the relegation playoff, whilst Werder Bremen, interesting, Werder Bremen and Mainz automatically relegated. But the standard has been set. Bayern Munich are top of the Bundesliga. That's the level and that's the threshold we've got to hit. Not that it really matters, but it'd be interesting to see if we won any silverware. DFB Pokal was won by Leipzig. Stuttgart survive relegation. Real Madrid win the Champions League, whilst Leverkusen win the Europa League. In terms of potential jobs we could take, none of them really entice me that much, so I'm going to stay put and not apply for any of them and just keep things going here at Union Berlin and see the growth that we can get. But that is season number 1 in the managerial career of Leo Messi, done and dusted. Let's crack on and see if we can have more success in season 2. Season 2 kicks off with a player departure here. Sebastian Griesbeck, the German defensive midfielder, headed to Leeds United in the Premier League for 1.85 mil. Another one of our German midfielders or German forwards here out of the club, as Marius Bogda is headed to Fenerbahce, the mighty Fenerbahce, for 1.75 mil. And there it is, we have made ourselves a big addition up top. Our first attacking signing of this video, I guess. Rafa Mir came on off the bench in the Olympics last night against my mighty Australia. Didn't do too much, missed an open header, but we are going to sign him here for £10 million from Wolves. While Suleiman Abdouali is headed to Sarsfield in the Argentinian league for just over £2 million. And poor Nico Gilson, how do you say that name? Gieselman? I know that B is like an S. I should know this, I'm part German, but Nico Gieselman, I guess I'm going to say is that pronunciation. Poor Nico is headed to Brentford. Poor soul. Headed there for 1.35. Really cleaning out shop again here in season 2. Grisha Promel is headed to Valencia for 5.8 mil. But we finally make another addition to the side. It is a midfield addition this time round, however, as Marko Grujic is headed here from Liverpool. I'm pretty sure he left Liverpool in real life, but Marko Grujic is joining us for 14 mil. Whilst the release clause of Robin Nosh has been activated on transfer deadline day by Real Sociedad, they signed him for £13.1 million. So we now have a few hours remaining on deadline day to try finding a defensive replacement. And there it is, we have made the signing of Nicholas Stark, jumping across the party lines, I guess you could say, coming across from Hertha Berlin to Union Berlin. That would cause a few raised eyebrows, but Nicholas Stark joining us here for 10.5 mil. So there we go, lads. That is the transfer window to kick off season number 2, done and dusted. Hopefully it's a much more successful second season. So after that transfer window, bringing in Stark and Mer and a few of the other lads, this is what the starting 11 is now looking like. This is a much better side than we had with last year. Surely we're going to be pushing for more than a relegation battle. I hope so, at least. Need the midfield to step up. Need Cruz to bang in a few goals. Let's go see if we have any shot of completing the challenge this season. Jesus. This is a grind. This is a grind. Messi not inspiring the side. We are on 16 points. At least we're looking somewhat decent in terms of the relegation battle. But we need to climb our way up this Bundesliga table. Look, the Sevilla job is up for grabs. I'm going to apply for it. Let's see if something happens. Now, we have been rejected from the Messi, or from the Sevilla job application. All right, we're gonna have to grind it out with our Union Berlin. No business done in this January transfer window, however. Didn't have enough money to make the signings and didn't really have anybody that we could sell for a decent amount of money. So it is what it is. Let's just see if we can get some better momentum in the second half of this second season. All right, that is actually a lot more respectable than the position we found ourselves in on the 1st of January. We finished 9th in the Bundesliga this season, having a 7th-place resurgence, sitting in 9th, things you love to see. Bayern Munich still the gold standard in the Bundesliga, however. Got a significant amount of points to make up if we're going to be challenging for the title. So I did go and apply for Lyon's job. I didn't even make note of it because of the fact that they're rejected by Sevilla. I was like, I'll just try my hand at this. And they have accepted us. Lyon, in the French league, have accepted us to be their manager for next season. I'm happily going to take that one. They must have been in a shocking position in Liga and if they're accepting us. But there it is, lads. The first managerial move of our careers is Leo Messi moving from Union Berlin to Olympique Lyon in the French league. This makes a lot of sense as to why we were selected for the Lyon job. They finished 6th in Ligue 1 in this second season, so we've got some serious work to do here as we move into season 3 to try getting things better for Lyon. Regardless of how poor Lyon were, we have certainly made a move up the footballing ladder, up the footballing pyramid. Let's go see what we can do with Lyon here in season 3. So kicking off season number 3, it is clear to see why Lyon were in such a bad position. The manager has got weird players in weird spots. Why is Kadewere a right winger playing striker? Why do we only have centre forwards? Why is Ryan Cherky playing left wing? This is a weird side. Why do we have no real right back in the squad? We've got this 67 rated kid, Gusto. We've got some work to do here to make Lyon great again. All right, so the first piece of transfer business we are going to do here with Lyon is selling Tino Kadewere, the Zimbabwean winger, headed to Chelsea for 24.2 mil. And our first signing is to get an actually decent defender into the club, Timothy Castagne, joining us here from Leicester City, the Belgian defender, joining us for £42.4 million. Whilst Romain Del Castillo is headed to Atalanta for 10.8 mil. We have also signed ourselves an actual striker this season, Angel Correa, joining us for £53.5 million from Bayer Leverkusen, a massive addition to the squad. Jean Lucas, however, out of the club. It's really like we sign a player, we sell a player, sign a player, sell a player, but Jean Lucas is headed to Eintracht Frankfurt for 8.7 mil. I feel like all we have is defensive midfielders in this Lyon side, so I'm just trying to sell them one by one. Thiago Mendes, the latest defensive midfielder out of the club. And Yusuf Kone is headed to Augsburg in the Bundesliga for 4.5 mil. Another player sold to Atalanta, Karl Toko Ekambi, the Cameroonian winger, is headed to Atalanta for £14.9 million. And we have absolutely splashed the cash on a top-class left winger, Pedro Neto. We got him on a pretty decent fee, had less than 12 months remaining at Wolverhampton with his contract there. So we paid £51 million to sign Pedro Neto from. Whilst Papachik Diop is headed to Valencia for 6 mil. So there we go, lads. A bit of a clean out here to kick off the opening window in charge of Lyon. 3 big additions to the side as well. I don't know if we have enough firepower to catch up to PSG, but we're certainly laying the foundations for a title challenge sooner rather than later. To be fair though, you look at this side, and it is pretty well-rounded. The midfield's cooked. Paqueta, Ala, and Kessie, absolute guns. If we can get the midfield firing, that's going to get Nato, Correa, and Hudson-Odoi firing as well. We could shake things up. I'm interested to see what sort of a position we find ourselves in on the 1st of January. So we are still 15 points behind PSG, who are at the top of the Ligue 1 table. We currently find ourselves 4th in Ligue 1 with Lyon. We've got a big second half of the season coming up if we are any chance of getting close to PSG. But just got to keep getting the lads firing. Let's see if we can do any business here in January. All right, so we are going to sell the Czech centre forward Antonin Barak, headed to Manchester United for £22.2 million. Whilst our Albanian defender Berat Jimsiti is headed to Barcelona for £23 million. We are going to make a game-changing addition to our backline here at Lyon, however, as we splash the cash to sign John Stones from Chelsea, not Man City, not Everton, from Chelsea for £60 million. But there we go, lads. John Stones, a massive addition to the starting 11 here in season number 3's January transfer window. Hopefully that defensive reinforcement is enough to get us higher up the table. Hopefully we can take down PSG. Gonna need an almighty choke from them though. Let's go see how season 3 in Messi's managerial career ends. I mean, We've climbed our way up the table, that's for sure. We finished third in Ligue 1 with Lyon, 9 points behind PSG. They're just the gold standard, aren't they? Like Bayern Munich were the gold standard in Bundesliga when we were manager of Union Berlin. PSG, the gold standard right now. No surprise. However, we have got our first piece of silverware as a manager with Lionel Messi as we took down Man United and won the Europa League. So not a bad silverware, not a bad piece of silverware to kick off your trophy cabinet. Oh, there are some big clubs that we could potentially apply for here. You know what? I'm going to apply for Bayern Munich. We got the job! Get in there! I was only just saying before how Bayern Munich were the gold standard of the Bundesliga, and they have accepted us as their manager. Messi moving up the footballing pyramid once again. We're headed back to the Bundesliga, and we're going to have a serious opportunity to win the challenge in season number 4. Lionel Messi, the manager of Bayern Munich. As you can see, Bayern Munich did win the Bundesliga this season in the challenge. So we're going to end season 3 here, crack on with season 4 and see if we can make it another Bundesliga title for Bayern. So this is the squad that we have inherited here on the 1st of the season, the 1st of July. It is a very good side. There's still a little bit of work for us to do. I think I want to go in and get a world-class defender, like a game-changing centre-back, maybe a game-changing right-back. I'm pretty sure Leon Goretzka's leaving on a free as well, so might have to do some defensive mid-work. Might have to get a new upgrade. Although we've got Mason Mount on the bench who could probably... Mason Mount will start over Thomas Muller as attacking midfielder. So let's go see what business we can do. There it is, lads. I said I wanted a game-changing centre-half, and that is exactly what we have gone and done. We have signed Marquinhos from PSG for £90.95 million. Welcome to Bayern Munich, Marquinhos. We're also going to go and upgrade on Kyle Walker. We have signed Aaron Wan-Bissaka from Man United. He had 12 months remaining on his contract with the Red Devils, so we've got him on an absolute bargain bin price of £72 million. Thank you for coming. Like I said, lads, Goretzka did have his contract leaving. The previous manager stuffed that one up. He must have gone on a free or something like that. But we have gone ahead and signed Casemiro to partner Joshua Kimmich in the midfield there. Not a single ball is getting past our defensive midfield here. Kimmich and Casemiro as a duo in the midfield is a scary prospect. So there we go, lads. Our first window in charge of Bayern Munich as Lionel Messi has seen us sign Marquinhos, Wan-Bissaka, and Casemiro. You absolutely love to see it. This team is cracked. One thing I didn't realize either was how many decent players we had down in the reserves. We have Richarlison as a backup striker. Richarlison is our backup to Jesus. That is absolutely ridiculous. Davies coming in the starting 11. Look at that team. The lowest rated players, what, 86 rated? That is wild. Oh, surely this is the year we complete the challenge. Oh, okay. We've got a little bit of adversity here, ladies and gentlemen. We sit second in the Bundesliga on the 1st of January. 39 points. Leipzig are 3 points ahead of us. We're going to have to get to work here in the second half of the season if we want to complete the challenge. No business here in January, however. Got nothing in the bank. All we did was buy. And to be honest, there's not too many players I want to sell. So it's up to the lads we have right now. Let's get the job done. So here we are at the end of the season. Going to leave you guys on a cliffhanger to see if we won the Bundesliga title. But unfortunately, we lost the Champions League final to Real Madrid. But there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have won a league title with Messi as manager. Bayern Munich, we had an insane set. Leipzig fell off. Leipzig had a shocking second half of the year, but we have won a Bundesliga with Bayern Munich here. This has been fun. But lads, that is where we are going to conclude today's video. If you enjoyed this concept and you want me to do something similar, let me know in the comment section down below. Show some love on the video. Great fun doing this. Great fun taking over as the GOAT himself, Messi. But it's been Jared HD here. I'm out.